EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Mike Flanagan, 258. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on. And
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, wahoo! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Inside. Watch the curl. Switch.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's the fullback. 85 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Intended that time for Cooper from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. You must be treated.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 6-0 our score after 1.
Cut. Switch it. Come on, switch it. You go tight.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
Here we go, 46. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You better bring it. You better. Everybody, go to 54, go to 54. Line in. You better bring it. Anyway, he's checking.
Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot. Check 3.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
but, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb. As the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, he gets this to Davante Adams. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe
On second down, it's Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second and 11 now. Prescott trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
I'm coming for you. You
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Cooper's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Hey, kill. 27.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's complete to Cobb. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
50. Mike 50. Here we go. 47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Buying time. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now Rodgers. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On play action, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Room here to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Throwing now is Rodgers. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Cooper was the target there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Rodgers to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Whip. Watch the whip. 55.
Rodgers looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to find Graham, complete. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Check it back. Check it back. Hey, Mike. Hey, alert 3.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Yeah, Liz.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. We're going to 54. Wide in. Ball trot. 50. Mike. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in. 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Forbath, the extra point. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set up, 18 Gator. Check. Watch 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis, and he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A 1st down carry for Henry. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 43 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Check three.
Now the 1st carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Hey, 47. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succo. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 40 now on second down. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Now Elliott. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Rip left. He's cracked. Topper. Shoot.
Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Block 54. You can't block me. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Let's go. Let's do this. Got it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Elliott running right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott to throw it. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Squeeze, double.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
From the 31. Prescott, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll run it with Elliott, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Ready? Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now 21-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 24-yard line.
Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Just like that.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room to work. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try the right side with Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. On 2nd and 9, Prescott.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten to tie it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Flushed out right. He's going to look end zone here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 40 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Cook, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Third and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd down, Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And Forbath will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making it?
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Well, you're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Dak fighting his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check. Watch 54. Come on, D.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 10th carry now for Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cook, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They run it again with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third down, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Switch. Protein spill. Check. 2. What's that?
Here's Cousins. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security.